Tracy. Okay, Tracy's ready. Hers feel really good. If you want to know what it should feel like when they're actually ready to go together, feel Tracy's real quick, because feel how that's just a different type of dryness. You know, we're getting more leather hard now. So why don't you guys feel...
Think about touching a leather boot.
Yes, there you go. That's a great example. A leather boot. So, Tracy decided that she wants this one as the bottom. So we're going to allow that to be the bottom. And then I'm going to take a rib. Some of our ribs they're perforated, right? So they can automatically score for you, which is nice. Because remember, scoring is scratching the surface, okay? So I'm going to go in and I'm going to score this really good. And notice that I do this on purpose. See how I'm cupping it with my hand? That's so I don't do this and push it all out of whack and push it out of shape. So I'm cupping it with my hand. And I'll just gently turn and twist. And if you do know that you want yours to be a whole one, we'll definitely help you do that, so don't feel like you got to tackle it by yourself. Okay. So I'm making sure that I apply pretty good pressure to it. You don't have to be too weak with it. Really show it who's boss. Okay. And then I'm going to put that one off to the side for just a second. So let it sit in for me. And I'll push this off the edge and gently flip back. And she wants this to be the top, so I might just pop that just a little bit from the inside. So I can roll around it.
It's going.
And scratch this one really good. I'll move this on the side a little bit because I don't want to smash that poof that I just gave it. And I want to kind of support it. I'm scratching the surface. Okay. Now, after you scratch the surface, you already know this. What do I have to do now? Talk to me.
Put water on it.
Yep.
Spit. What is it? What is it? Slip?
We can all see it on
S-L-I-P.
So, normally, this is kind of funny. Normally, we potters would panic about this, and we'd have this slip mixed up with water and crushed up clay, but we've been learning that you could just get away with water, so we're going to go for that. And I'm going to apply some water on the edge. I don't need to drown it. I don't need a plate. I'm just going to load your brush, dip it on. Now, I'm not going to be just okay with that, though. I got to rough it up one more time. And by the way, I'm cupping it in my hand. I can feel the curve in my hand down here, so I'm cupping that so I'm not flattening it out. And I'm going to score this one more time. I'm going to rough it up one more time. I may even revert to my crazy scoring tool right here that looks wild. Just bamboo scoring device. So I'm really going to rough that puppy up. And I'll add a little bit more slip one more time. Okay.
Well, she better get this right.
Now, it's going to take a little coaxing. You got to talk to it a little bit. You got to be one with the clay. So, I'm going to move all this stuff out of my way so I'm not fumbling over it. I'm going to pull this towards myself. And I'm going to rough this one up just real quick. Tracy, will you pull your awesome little doohickeys off to the side and squish them? Those are fun, by the way. Okay. Now I'm going to gently flip this over. Let that ride right on the surface. Now, is it going to match up perfectly? No, but I'm going to make it. Okay. So what you want to do is it wants to line up, so I'm going to kind of coax it onto itself. So I need to gently I'm doing this motion. I'm moving my hands together just like this. Okay. So I'm kind of pushing down and pulling up simultaneously, and you're doing it. You want to make sure you're not over flattening. Okay. I don't want to flatten my work out. So I'm pulling, see how it's connecting ourselves? So I'm pushing down, pulling up, and I'm making this connection. Now this is where, remember how I said you're going to have this seam? This is where we're going to have a seam, but I'm going to show you how we're going to take care of this seam here. Pulling, pushing. Okay. Pretty happy with that connection. And I'll just, for now, I'm just going to run my finger along the edge. You could even run your brayer along the edge. Remember on the one that I was holding up with the red balls at the tip, I was showing you how I made a coil and just kind of did a strap around it. You can do something like that. Now before I make this more circular, I'm going to put this off to the side for a minute. I'm going to take some clay. Do we have any more clay left?
Yep, right here.
Okay. Just need a little bit of clay. Sorry, Bradley. Alright, and here's what we got to do. This will not stay together, although it looks like it's together. Looks are deceiving. That's not going to stay together in the fire with that. So what I have to do is I'm going to get this coil started, okay? And I would say, I think it should be about the same thickness of like a really fat pencil. You know those real fat pencils that you can get sometimes at the craft store? Kind of a real fat pencil.
Kindergarten.
Yeah, like a kindergarten ones. And I'm going to use my brayer real quick. And there's going to be times where you just have to clean your stuff off, or it's just going to go all. Oh my God. So we're going to take some of that wet stuff off.